Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine. Coming up tonight, it's a week full of great high school action, including the start of the girls' golf state tournament. In the Coach's Corner, meet the man leading the top 10 ranked girls soccer program at Guerin Catholic. Plus, our athlete of the week just led Park Tudor to a sectional title and has the Panthers gearing up for regionals.
The team's been great. The season's been super fun, and I'm excited to see what we have to come.
We're jumping for joy. The Zone Extra starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Zone Extra. I'm Angela Maury, and what a great week of high school sports with a full slate of everything, including the start of the girls' golf state tournament. In Coach's Corner, he's leading a top 10 girls soccer program in Class 2A. Guerin Catholic's Sean Yao joins me in studio. Plus, our athlete of the week is a record holder at Park Tudor and just helped lead the Panthers to a girls' golf sectional title. We'll introduce you to Sia Patel. And a little later, we go on campus with former Brebeuf volleyball star Maddie Siegel as she plays collegiately this year at Howard. Now let's take a look at this week's in high school sports. It's hard to believe we're already halfway through the football regular season. Last Friday, the top ranked in the state, Brownsburg, visited conference rival Fishers, and the Dogs remained perfect with a 13-point win. At Warren Central, it was one of the state's greatest rivalries as the Warriors hosted Ben Davis. Game tied in the third until Giants quarterback Thomas Krakowski runs it 51 yards for the touchdown. Ben Davis, a 2-touchdown winner. Carmel has now won 3 in a row. The 5th-ranked Hounds jumped on Lawrence North early to roll to a 24-point victory. And at Westfield, it was a top 10 showdown as the Rocks hosted Hamilton Southeastern. The Royals took a 10-point third-quarter lead, but Westfield battled back. They trailed by 6 in the fourth, but Cole Ballard, his hit, ball comes out. Clayton Allen takes it the other way for the touchdown. HSE wins it 26-21.
Well, I'm proud of the way our guys fought. I mean, we had some adversity throughout the game and just found a way to win. We told them at the end of the night, great teams find a way to win, and we found a way to get the job done tonight.
This is so special. You know, we left this field last year, you know, in shambles. But, you know, we look forward to this. We worked hard all year long, all winter, all spring, all summer, you know, and we got it done.
Meanwhile, in the Mid-State Conference, it was a thriller between Decatur Central and unbeaten Mooresville. This is a close one that goes down to the wire with the Pioneers winning by a single point. After the game, head coach Mike Gillen joined the Zone for a live FaceTime Friday conversation about the victory.
I mean, it was a battle. It was a heavyweight fight, and you know, I think both teams would probably say it wasn't the prettiest game in the world. But both defenses played really opportunistic football. We got to stop inside the 5. They got to stop inside the 5. We were real fortunate to come out with a win, but real proud of my guys for hanging in there. Nick Patterson, my quarterback, I haven't seen the stats yet, but I think he probably had about 150 yards rushing. It was a battle for him all night. Wow. Mm-hmm. Also threw the ball pretty well too. But it was a great ball game. It was their homecoming. It was a packed house at Decatur Central.
Wow, just 5 more weeks of football left. Hard to believe, hard to believe. On the Lynx, the postseason is here. Over the past week, the teams competed in the sectional round of the tournament at 30 different courses throughout the state, and Central Indiana was certainly well represented. Congratulations to 3rd-ranked Center Grove, which claimed its 9th straight sectional title. Other schools also winning sectionals include top-ranked Carmel, Zionsville, Noblesville, Park Tudor, New Powell, Delta, Richmond, and Columbus North. The state tournament continues with regionals on Saturday at 10 courses across the state, with the state finals getting underway September 30th. Meanwhile, on the pitch, Monday night was a great girls soccer matchup at Noblesville as the top-ranked Millers hosted number 3 Carmel. In the 25th minute, Nadia Zaborski scores to give Noblesville the lead. Look at that. The Hounds tie it late in the first half. It's 1-1 at the break. In the second half, Noblesville scores twice in a 3-minute stretch, including this from Sydney Elliott. Yeah, the Millers get the victory. 3-1, the final. Let's look at this week's girls soccer Class 3A rankings. Noblesville #1, HSE, Carmel, Zionsville, and St. Joseph round out the top 5. And in boys, Carmel is #1 over Zionsville, then Fishers, HSE, and Noblesville. Soccer sectionals draws take place this Sunday, with the tournament getting underway October 3rd. Time for a break, but we have much more ahead on the Zone Extra. Up next, I'm joined in studio by the coach in his 3rd season coaching the Golden Eagle girls soccer program. Sean Yao is in the coach's corner. And still ahead, she's a star on the course for the Panthers. We'll introduce you to our Athlete of the Week from Park Tudor.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to Zone Extra. I'm Angela Morian, joined now in our Coach's Corner, Guerin Catholic girls soccer coach Sean Yao. Coach, thank you for joining us today. We're a pleasure to have you. Another great season you guys have been having. You've only lost 1 match in the last 7 tries. What's been working for this team so far this year?
I think with this team being so young, it's just the trust that they've had as the weeks have gone by. We've just had to overcome a couple obstacles, but other than that, it's just establishing that chemistry through practice and going through games and just trying to figure it out each week and taking it day by day. And I think that's what's bringing them to what they are right now, which is a very highly successful team.
Yeah, you mentioned you've graduated 24 seniors over the last 2 years, only 7 seniors on this roster this year. How have you seen those leaders step up and show the younger players just what it means to be successful?
Honestly, the seniors that are current in our program, they were part of our 2020 state championship finals appearance. So I think a lot of them are utilizing that experience to impart with the younger players. And the biggest thing that they've done for our team is to show them the love and the faith in each other component of the game. And it's really given our younger players the confidence to kind of build into and grow into the player that they need to be.
You mentioned that 2020 finals appearance. How much is that on the forefront of this team's mind to be able to get back there or at least make a deep run this year?
It's not much in the forefront of their mind, honestly. They're playing with a free spirit. They know that that team was a very great team. They know each year is different, so they want to establish their own legacy throughout this season. And I think that's why we're doing so well, is because they know that there's no pressure on them because they're establishing their own identity and not putting any pressure from past performance and just continue building on their own legacy and past legacy as well.
You guys have outscored opponents 29-11 this season. Where does that dominance offensively come from?
Aggressive players. Players that feel no pressure to do anything other than score and have the confidence to take over games. We have not the biggest of players, but we have girls that just know technically and tactically where to get open, and then a few players on our team that have hammers that can just put it in the back of the net.
A lot of that comes from good coaching as well, Coach. I mean, you're not a stranger to this program. You've been with Guerin Catholic 6 years, 3 years as head coach. What makes you want to stick around and love this program so much?
Beyond the soccer program, it's the community at large. When I came in 2017, I was welcomed with open arms, and when I got hired as the head coach, it just further cemented my passion and love for the program and the community, because they all, from the administration to the student population to the families at large, have welcomed me and my family with open arms.
All right, we're right by the playoffs now, Coach. Let's take a look at what you have coming up next of the remaining schedule. Just 4 games left in this season. You have St. Joseph, Penn, Center Grove, Fishers, and then sectionals. When you look at this remaining schedule, what sticks out to you?
I see 4 very high-level teams that are going to only prepare us for sectionals. You have 4 teams in Class 3A that I believe that are all ranked in the top 20 of the state, and us being in 2A, these 3A teams are going to just prepare us for anything and everything in 2 weeks.
You said you believe Guerin might have the hardest schedule in the state. How does that prepare you for the playoffs that are looming so close in front of us?
allows you to figure out your identity and the things that you need to work on, because there's teams that honestly are stronger than us, but it allows us to identify in training after those games what we need to improve on. So by the time we do get into sectionals, we've hopefully figured it all out and rounded out into top form by that time.
The sectionals has some of the best teams, well, unarguably the best teams in the state, 26 of them to be exact, in Class 2A. Who sticks out as being your biggest competition, or what school is maybe circled, maybe a little bit more emphasis on it for you guys as you head into that period of time?
Respect all the programs in our sectionals, but obviously we have 2 conference foes in our sectional in Brebeuf and Chittard. We've always competed at a high level, both teams, and they're both well coached. And that's not to say anything outside of the other programs in our sectional, but obviously being inter-conference foes and huge rivals within our whole school programs, Brebeuf and Chittard.
Thank you so much, Coach. We'll be looking for some success from Guerin Catholic as we move on to sectionals. We really appreciate you joining us tonight, and we'll see what happens with the Eagles.
Bring the banner home. Bring the banner.
Oh boy, we already got some banner ballots happening right here. Still ahead on the Zone Extra. It's our Athlete of the Week. She's having a season to remember at Park Tudor. Up next, we'll introduce you to senior golfer Sept Patel. Plus, we go on campus at Howard University with former Brebeuf volleyball star Maddie Siegel.
The Coach's Corner, presented by Bailey & Wood Mortgage Lender. This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back on the Zone Extra. I'm Angela Morian. For our Athlete of the Week, we hit the links where Park Tudor senior golfer Sept Patel is having a season to remember. Monday, the Panthers opened postseason play by winning their sectional, advancing to the regionals coming up on Saturday at Edgewood Golf Course. Now, back in August, Sept shot 74 in a competition on the Edgewood course, setting the school's 18-hole record casually. Then earlier this month, she carded a 73 in the Marion County tournament, earning her a second-place finish in that event. So what runs through Sia's mind during a great round of golf?
It's definitely kind of mind-blowing. It's surreal. When you're in those rounds, you don't know what your score is. You don't count it up, and it makes you almost just appreciate the game a little more, because you're not constantly in your head, you're not saving shots. It's a lot more fun, to be completely honest, and it's surreal to say that I'm a record holder, but those 73 and 74 was some of my best golf that I've played.
Girls golf starts before school does, so it can be tough those first few weeks, and her freshman year, first day of practice, the only one there was Sia. The younger players can take an example from Sia, and some of that is course management, her helping them around, knowing the rules in areas where you can take advantage of stuff, but she is absolutely a leader for this team.
It's a really like a close friendship between us, and for golf, it's an individual sport, so it's hard to not get in your head, and the team is really able to kind of get your head away from that, and the team's been great. The season's been super fun, and I'm excited to see what we have to come.
Looking great. Congratulations, Ms. Patel. Time for a break. There's still more to come on the Zone Extra, including Ask the Commissioner with Paul Neidig of the IHSAA. Plus, we get you ready for Friday Night Football with a preview of the Zone.
This is the Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to the Zone Extra. I'm Angela Morian. Now it's time to go on campus where we catch up with former Central Indiana high school athletes as they compete at the collegiate level. Tonight we connect with former Brebeuf volleyball star Maddie Siegel. Last year, Siegel was the only senior on the Brebeuf team that went 32-3 and won the Class 3A state championship in a 5-set thriller over Belmont. This season, she's adjusting to life in Washington, D.C. as a freshman with the Howard University volleyball program. Siegel tells us she is enjoying all aspects of her collegiate experience, and it is an honor to play for the Bison.
Being able to put on the jersey is just a reminder to me of the privilege and opportunity that I have of being a student athlete in general. And for me, just wearing the jersey is associated with Just a sense of pride because I'm a representation of all of my past high school teammates, club teammates, coaches, and friends, and everyone that helped get me to the place that I am today and become the person and athlete I am. It's definitely hard being away from Brebeuf and being away from home, but so far I've had the support of all my teammates, and I've just enjoyed the process of getting to learn a new environment and getting to learn new people.
Now it's time for Ask the Commissioner. Each week we take one of your questions to IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and bring you his answer. Here is this week's question. What is the best piece of advice you have received from a former commissioner about the job?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I can, and I have regular conversations with 3 former commissioners, Bob Gardner, Blake Ress, and Bobby Cox. And actually, I was just with them recently, and we've spent a lot of time talking about historical information of the association. And one thing that I really try to do is understand this association from 1904 to today. And, I think all of them have ingrained in me and talked to me about how important an education-based athletic system is. And I know we talk about that a lot, but it's just so important that we focus on the education side of athletics before we ever step on the playing field. And all 3 of them really, in my mind, have really stressed that to me over the years about that makes us different than any other entity out there that oversees sports. And I think that's what all 3 of them have told me many times over the years, that is our primary responsibility when it comes to this job.
Thank you, Commissioner, for taking the time with us. Of course, one of our favorite parts of covering high school sports is the great fans. The school spirit we see is incredible in the battle for the banner. Here's a look at some of the great stuff from this past week. Yao just now tried to get his vote in for Garin Catholic winning that banner. That's exactly what the students are competing for. The Zone Championship banner presented by Crew Car Wash. We are giving the huge banner to the school that is in the zone and has the best school spirit. Who is it going to be in 2022 and claim the undisputed Top Spirit Award and this awesome banner to hang at your school at the end of the season? We will find out in November. Now let's check out our top play of the week. Pike visiting Lawrence Central. The Red Devils' Tony Ledford intercepts the pass. Won't go down. He's gone. Pick 6. Our crews see a lot of great action, but we want to see your best plays every week too. Your video could be featured on a future edition of the Zone Extra as our play of the week. Here's what you do. Tweet us the great video from a great play from a high school sporting event using the hashtag #TheZoneExtra. Then tune in on Thursday night to see if your submission becomes our play of the week. And MyNDTV 23 is your local home for high school sports. Coming up tomorrow night, it's a showdown in the MIC as Ben Davis hosts Lawrence North. You can see all the action live on MyNDTV 23 with Greg Rakeshaw tomorrow starting at 7. And it's a big night of high school football action across Central Indiana. AC will host the Zone Tailgate live from Brownsburg at 5 and 6 as the Dogs prepare to host Westfield. Plus, we will have all the great action from the most games in the state in the Zone tomorrow starting at 11:08. Let's take a look at some of the games we'll be covering tomorrow on the Zone. First, we got Zionsville at HSE, Roncalli versus Brebeuf, Lawrence Central and Center Grove, Lutheran and Cecina, Garin Catholic and Bishop Chatard. So many great matchups, so many great student sections. It's going to be hard to pick a top 8. Good thing AC is in charge of doing that and not me. That's going to do it for the Zone Extra. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to tune in again next Thursday night for a brand new episode. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 11:08 for the Zone.